Hi and happy Sunday. My name is Iris. Welcome to my channel. And I took a break last week due to private circumstances. But I'm back today. So I'm doing the card reading for tomorrow, the 30th of April to the 6th of May. So I'm sorry when you hear all the noises behind me, but my doggies are a little bit out of sorts. We have the full moon tonight, so I can tell with the doggies. So and also of course with us humans, because I think the full moon has always an impact. And also we are right now with Pluto in retrograde, so that is fun because Pluto retrograde will stick with us for the next couple of months. So it's not only for weeks, that will stick to us a little bit longer, and many people can feel that. And it gives you actually a lot of things. So what I learned in the couple days actually is that you feel out of balance, you feel dizzy. So we have normally when we have Mercury, the anger going and communication issues, but Pluto is giving us this right now too. So there is a lot of anger going on. Then we don't want to deal with it. So we are more or less with ourselves a little bit into the shadows, all of us. And so you can tell there is a lot going on with the energies. So we have to try in this period of time to remain positive and focused. And many people have right now, sadly to say, also the focus issue, or you feel out of sorts, you don't feel like yourself, or you feel everything is not going your way. Get used to it. The next couple of months will be a little bit tricky for all the zodiac signs. So, I mean, it's not so easy to handle, but we have to try our very best. But also, like I said, in June, we have a lot going on because we have a total lineup from so many planets with the sun. I think that was last time happened for 1,000 of years. And so everybody is wondering what that will have for an impact on us. I don't even want to go there yet. So I will keep you in the loop what's going on with that. But I'm not, predicting here things when I'm not 100% sure. You know me, I'm talking only about it when I have the facts and everything is running. So, but now let us come to the reading. And so here we are. And the angels, I was asking them as usual, what would you like me to use? So we are dealing right now with 4 decks, but the major one is actually the Gypsy cards. I was wondering, I thought more or less they would come up with the fairies or, stuff like that, or the angel tarot. No, they picked and chose the German Gypsy tarot. And then we have here our goddess cards from the goddess guidance card deck from Doreen via 2. We have actually the Gaia oracle, which is this one here, the big ones. And then we have also the wisdom house of night, and that is this card deck. So we will see how that goes. I do this a little bit different today, but like I said, it's their wish, and I follow up on the angels what they think is best for us. So then let this mini cards, I love them, they're so small and tiny. Ooh, and they are in the wrong way. How would this come? That is not okay. So let me do this quick here. Hope they're okay. Yep, they are. I didn't see that. I think when I used them the last time, I took them in the wrong way in. So let us see here. So we need 7 cards as usual. So I hope you're all doing well. So here we go. Well, the weather is of course not really cool, but I heard we have next week we're going up into the 70s, 80s, and then we're bouncing a little bit down to the 60s. But it's at least better than that, and it's for me too cold right now, to be honest. But you guys know how that goes. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that were the gypsies. Now I have actually only to pick one card from the Goddess Guidance card, and so we will see what our goddesses have to say, what wisdom they can give us for the following week, for the upcoming week. Whoa! So here it is. A lot of the deck. You saw that they are really, very jumpy, but this is with all decks lately. Whoops, and that was me. Sorry that I shook you a little bit. So these are the Gaia cards. So let's see what Mother Earth has for a message for us for that week. So please let us know, Mother Earth, what's your message? Not yet. She's still picking. There it is. So that is interesting. So now I have a pile here. As you can see, they're very disorganized, but this is what fell out. I will use all of them, because when this has happened, that has always a meaning, as we know. And now we have the Wisdom House of Night. Let's see what their message is for next week. Please give us the note. Here they are too. Must be a busy week. Last week was very busy. It was not busy like work-wise. I mean that too, of course, but it was really, really busy with the energies, with all the emotions, with all the feelings, what's going on. And it's getting more and more like this. So many people have issues to let go. There is still the issue with cleaning up, yourself, as also to declutter and keep the energy floating. So I would suggest, if you have sage in the house, so please do so. Then for the other ones which have gemstones, you can take them out tonight. So clean them first in dry salt, shake them a little bit, let them sit in there, and tonight you put them on the windowsill so that these beautiful jimmies have the ability to reload. So that's very important. And well, we have to see how the next week goes. I'm very nosy what our cards have to say, so let's start, right? So the first card is, oh, that's cool. That's actually the Lover's card, and the Lover's card stands for that you maybe get engaged, or you have a bridal shower or a baby shower, so something where your heart is. So also maybe a special person has a birthday, or it's also the love around the things what you want to do. So that could be also with your hobby, or when you paint, you put your heart and soul in that. So that is the meaning of that too, but mostly it's the celebration of the heart. And as I said, that could be a wedding, that could be an engagement, or your boyfriend is taking you out, all good things. So it's the love card, and that is actually good to have this for a Monday. So that means also it will start peaceful, instead of maybe having a Monday in the office where everybody's going ballistic. So send the love around it, helps a lot. Well, that's actually a pretty good Monday card, so I like that. That's cool. So then we have for Tuesday, that is the Sunshine card. So you will hear that maybe somebody will tell you they are expecting a baby, or somebody is getting pregnant after a long time period of trying. So Sunshine stands always for a good day, for good news. And of course, that is a wonderful card. And with the sunshine for our heart and for our souls comes more the peace and the balance. So I think that is a really good card for Tuesday, so that we have our week a little bit more into the levels. And also communicate, be honest, as we all have to do so. Even, you think, I don't know if I want to talk about things, please do so, because you have the sunshine in the surroundings. That means somebody will help you, whatever your issues are. Even at work, if you think, I have a problem with a coworker of mine, guess what? Or with your boss, there will be good news coming along with it. So that's good. But also, if you applied for a job, guess what? You will get it. Here's your sunshine card. Very nice. That is a good card for Tuesday. So for Wednesday, and this is the Death card. So to life belongs the death too. So the Death card here is telling me that somebody wants to go home. And what I hear right now from the angel is, but well, angels are saying that there is family members which cannot let go of this family member, friend, whatever, or whoever this person is. Could be also an animal, but mostly that stands for a human being. And what the angels are saying is that this family has a tough time to let go, but this person is asking to go due to the sickness which is in the surrounding, or also that somebody in your surroundings has maybe a car accident which is not pretty good. But I want only to say this is nothing bad in this way. It's bad, the situation, absolutely. But also the death stands also for endings. So this casket could also stand for an ending of a love, an ending, sick and tired of being in a work environment where you are not happy, or somebody is stepping out of your life. So the death card has many meanings. And what I would like to do is actually I will pull another card on top of it. But it's also saying, if somebody wants to go, then please let them go, because they are maybe tired, they are old or sick, and they deserve to go home. We have the tendency as humans to be very selfish and don't want to let this person go because they're so close to our hearts. And, we feel, we are hurt, and but on the other hand, this person, we have to keep this in mind, is only going into a different world, and it's a lot better, and they can do whatever they want to, the transition time what they have, and they going up there. So I would try, even that is so hard to do, and I know by myself how that is, try to let this person go. Obviously, it's really a person which want to go. That's what I hear very loud and clear. And it's not an animal. I don't hear this much. They're talking about human. So therefore, it's really a human being. Not that animals are not humans, because they are our babies. But this is really about a human being which want to go home due to a sickness or so. So keep this in mind, but I want to see really what the other card has to say on it. I would like to have always a top card when it comes to death and when it comes to ending and new beginnings in the first place, because this will tell me, oh, okay, that's interesting. So also, oops, I'm sorry, I dropped the card. That was me, not the card. So these are the lovebirds. So that means that is maybe a father figure or a very good friend, or could be also when you're in a relationship that the relationship is ending where you didn't thought about it, that it could happen. So the relationship is done, it's over, it's an ending, but it's needed, because I feel, and what I hear right now, is there were a lot of trouble in this relationship, and this relationship is over and done, and other good things are coming towards that person which has major trouble in a relationship. So that is the ending. So here we know that is the ending of a relationship or friendship. Okay, so that's only to verify that. So because I want to be really on the track with that. But like I said, for somebody which is dying, try to let this person go. Maybe that person really deserves that. It's too sick and needs really to go home. Okay, so keep this in mind. And then we have, oh my god, that's cool. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that is Thursday, and these are the stars. And the stars, it's the lucky stars. So if you like to play lottery, or you like the scratch office, hey, go for it, because that will be a winner. And also it stands for, lucky stars. It's you are maybe born under a lucky star. If you have a birthday on Thursday, happy birthday. But also it means, that we are moving on, that our life goes in a better direction, and therefore we have endings too, like the casket, the ending, so we are moving on, and there is tons of changes rolling in, and we know that 2018 is all about the changes, and the lucky stars will follow you. So that means it's positive. There's nothing like the negativity. It's really positive. So try to think about it. If something is changing, see it from a different angle. You are under the lucky star. So something very, very positive comes out with that. Even you think, oh my god, no, it's all bad now. No, it's not. Everything is for a reason. And this card actually is, the masses of the stars and the luck and the light. And so that's all positive. That is good energy. That is moving forward and going with the flow. So, and you're very protected. Don't worry about it. It's very, very cool. Okay. So I like that card. And that for Thursday. Aloha. So we have Friday, and that's you. So you are coming more to yourself. You're trying to balance yourself. You feel more like, I can do this. So before you were maybe struggling with something, and the energy this week will tell you, hey, you can do it and everybody else can. But this year it's a personal card, which is really trying to tell you whatever your struggles are, try to rethink, try to recharge, do maybe meditation, but you will find your way, absolutely. And you come out as the winner, because we had the day before the lucky stars. So that fits perfectly together. So that means also, if you start or you want to start a new job or a new business, that will be under a super good star. And yes, you can do it. So no doubt about it. It's a wonderful card. And be yourself. Okay, don't listen to others. Follow your path, your intuition, whatever it's good for you. It's very necessary. So if you have disturbance people, as I call them, in the surroundings, they're negative and they pull you down, and you asking yourself, what the hell am I doing here? Then let go of this relationship. Or if you cannot leave out of this relationship, then do the things which are good for you, and don't listen to the partner or to your friend or whoever it is. This card is clearly saying you can do it. You can master this, what's going on right now in your surroundings. You can do it. You come out as the winner. You have the light from the stars. You have the lucky stars. So everything comes out in the most benevolent way. So that is really a cool card. So don't struggle too much with yourself here, because when we have the lucky stars in the good surroundings, so that means it is really okay. Nothing to worry about it, but be yourself. Okay, well, that's a cool card. So I like that. So that's for Friday. Then we have Saturday, and this is a child. So congratulations to the person which will receive a baby or will have a baby at this point. Congratulations, because that will be a little boy, and it will be the sunshine on everybody's life. And he is very smart, and he is a cute kiddo. But also this card stands for the child in the man. Yeah, right. Okay, we know how that goes, but that's also, that we cannot forget our childhood. So we were once a child too, and we love to play, and you can do this still. There's funny things what you can still do, or fun things where you did as a child, even if it's the board game or whatever it is, or play with your dogs, whatever makes you happy, and let the kid a little bit out and roll with the dogs in the sand or in the garden or whatever you want to do. So I do that with mine too, when I'm thinking, okay, nobody is looking. I'm playing with my dogs and I have a lot of fun with them. So, and this is being, laughing and having fun, and even situations are not perfect, but we still can have our humor, and this is what this card is all about. So don't stuck in a relationship where you feel, under the gun continuously, or you feel very sad in this relationship and you don't know what to do, or you cannot leave, but then keep your child inside going and try to have fun, or go out in the yard, look at the birds, or whatever makes you happy. Okay, but that is a nice card too. So then we have the last card for next Sunday. Okay, so that is actually torture. This is pain. I don't feel that has something to do with relationship, that somebody is getting abused. At first I thought that, but angels are correcting me here. That is what's going on in our world right now. So something is coming up next weekend that could be that people getting hurt due to weather-related things. So I hear right now tornadoes, but also for whatever reason, also hurricane. I think that's far too early for hurricanes, but I heard loud and clear this word too. So we have to keep an eye on it, because obviously it's for people which were already hurt, that could be in the regions maybe where there was a hurricane or a tornado. So something's going on, because that is a pain card. That stands not for the pain that somebody, is getting very sick or stuff like that. No, that's torture. That is pain. That's like, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. And this is weather related. And it's also, I'm chained. I'm chained to that because I may live in an area like this. So I don't feel really that's here in our area, because we don't have hurricanes. We have, tornadoes sometimes showing up, yeah, but that is different. I don't know. So let us play this a little bit on the lower key, because I feel really that has something to do with weather. Or we maybe get here a major thunderstorm and it leaves damage due to high winds. But I think really what we will see, and they come again with hurricane and tornadoes. So, well, I think that is then, for maybe other regions, but also that means we could get the high winds or, whatever it is. So we have to keep an eye on that. And I think it's also what I hear too. The other part on that is they're trying to tell me that many people feel tortured right now, because due to the energies what we have, maybe there is a lot arguments going on. Give me arguments. Also, decision has to be made, but I feel tortured by it. I cannot make a decision because I cannot move. I feel like I stuck, and I cannot get out of this relationship, or I cannot leave this house or apartment or whatever it is. But that is private. This is not really work related. So that's more with relationships and things like that. And where angels are saying you have always a choice. So if you cannot leave due to maybe financial things, try to find a different way out of that, that you maybe can say, okay, I feel tortured in my heart and soul, but on the other hand, I have the lucky stars and I am protected. I have the angels in my surroundings. So I think there's many people right now, they have a lot issues in their relationships or even friendships. So if you have a friend which is torturing you in your heart, where you're saying, oh my God, I was trying to help her so many times and she's giving me only grief, then I think you have to let go of that person, because there will be never a change, because you hear again and again the same story and this person don't want to move on. So they do that to themselves because they're looking for excuses to stay in a abusive or mentally abusive relationships or whatever it is. But this is also the meaning of that. So try, if you are in a sticky situation or you feel really tortured in your heart and soul, then you may think what you want to do with your life. So I think that is really weird that we get these card combinations for the end of the week. But like I said, I feel also there is something going on weather related, because the angels coming back with these words. So like I said, keep it in mind. But there's also torture for people which are unhappy with the political situations and how everything is working right now. Me personally, I'm not watching anything right now political, because I can't. It's driving me insane. I don't want to hear anything, but where they are saying some people do, and they are really under the gun with that. They feel everything is going wrong with the government, with the state, or whatever it is. It's a torture for them because they feel they did something wrong. No, has nothing to do with you. Please feel you did something wrong, whatever you have in mind, because angels are saying whatever you have in mind, it's not your fault. Okay? So I give this message out because you know me, when angels are coming, I'm doing what they want from me. So, and then we have our goddess card for the week. And this is funny. Now look at this. we had this for 2 weeks ago, and that is the true love. This is a Gianera, and she's saying the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. But that stands also, as we had before, for the child, also the inner child. So have the love for a kid, but as also the love for yourself. And if you're in a relationship, you are in the right one, because here's the true love. So that is a wonderful blessing for next week, but it's also sent the love around Mother Earth, also around the people, because everybody needs that, right? So that is a cool card. So now here's the funky thing. We have from Mother Earth actually the 4 cards. So I start with the one which came first, and that's that one. I'll flip this over. Oh, cool. That's the first meaning of it, and that's achievement. And Mother Earth wants you to achieve. I love this flower, which is a lotus, and it's saying keep focused on your dreams. So if you are right now in this week, you have a dream, example wise, having your own home, buying a home, you're waiting for something to find this home, business wise, oh, I want to do my own business. That's under wonderful stars, because that is a dream which you have, and we have the lucky stars, remember? So, and that stands also for it. You can achieve that, you can do it, as we had this with our female, which is saying we are under me as a female, I can do it, and have the patience. So whatever needs to come to you, wait a little bit. It comes to you. Give it a chance. Don't give up on it, and move towards your dream, whatever you have to do to come to that point. But you have all the blessings from Mother Earth to get it. Oh, that is a wonderful card for next week. I love that. So the second one which dropped out, that is the reflection. So for some of us, reflection means actually that we have to look inside. What's going on here? And it says illusion, self-examination, distortion. So it's also, when we think we have to be with a person which is only hurting us. Remember, we had this with the torture. So we have to reflect on that. So what's going on with me that I'm holding on to a person like this? Doesn't matter if this is in a relationship, if this is in a friend. It's, look inside. Why am I holding on to a person like this, which is only hurting me, which I don't want to deal with anymore? Why am I doing this? Comes that out of my past, or of my past life? Or is this really because I'm afraid to move on, instead of looking into positive things? If you cannot move out of the house, still do a reflection. Why do I feel in this way? What is going on with me? Is it me, or is it my partner, or is it my friend? So therefore, it's really the reflection on it, but it fits perfectly to our other cards. It's amazing how they work together, right? So, and then here's the other card. Oh, that's cool. And then it says harmony. So the harmony is also the harmony, the balance in ourselves. Okay, so where this card is saying power, self-confidence, and productivity. So here we go. As the other card said, you can do it. Work towards your goals, work towards it, what you want to have done, not what others want to have done. You have nobody to please. You have to please yourself. And the harmony comes when we love ourselves, when we are balanced with ourselves, and we agree with ourselves, and then we give everybody the harmony. Nothing can bother us, but it's really, self-confidence. If somebody is trying to take this away from you, that's also a torture, because you feel belittled, or you feel small, and you think, what am I doing here? Whatever I do, it's not good enough, it's not okay. Then your relationship, my dear, is anyhow completely in the dumpsters. And Angel's agreeing with that, and he's saying, build your own harmony. If you cannot step out of it due to financial things, or you don't know where to go, and you are not physically really abused, I mean, then you have to go, of course, and there are shelters out there for that. But this is here not about that. That is really like find your own harmony and don't get under the spell of this other person which is trying to torture you or abuse you mentally, or where you can really say, I'm stepping out of that. That is the whole theme for next week. It's really interesting. So we're going from reflection, we have achievement, we have reflection, and we have the harmony. So that is telling me only out of torture we can also do many things still for ourselves, where we set boundaries, where we can say, you know what, I'm done with this bullshit, I cannot leave here, but you stay out of my world. And you can do that, you can achieve that. Okay, so that is really cool. And then we have the last card from Mother Earth, and she said, wow, that is unbelievable. So here is the loss. Remember, we had the casket. In the casket, it's the death card, which is going in more than one direction. I explained that to you guys. So, but I think it's really interesting because that's about grief, sadness, and resurrection. So actually that card is telling me, as I said before, that somebody which wants to go and we can't because we love that person so much. And there's grief, there is sadness. So that's definitely also a death coming for some of you guys. And if you need me, you know how to reach me. I will be always as a minister available to help, and whatever the needs are, that's my job too, as a minister, to help and to listen what's going on. But this is really something that has something to do with the loss. But you know what? We also, my angels are reminding me, we also grieve and are sad when something is failing. Speaking of, we have let go of a marriage, maybe a divorce or separation, or even when you say to a friend, I cannot do this anymore. That's also grieving. That is also sadness. And because, when you have a friend like me, I have a wonderful friend in Germany, and she is dying on cancer. And, it's tough. You grieve, you are sad, and this person is still alive, but this person has to go. I'm at peace with that, but on the other hand, it's my best friend in the world. And then, it's hurting you. You feel the loss. It's like, a sister is dying. And that is what we have to do. Even, you have to let somebody go as a friend, or, even in friendships where you say, you know what, you are only angry with me. We don't agreeing anymore on the same things as we did before. That's not happened anymore. Then you grieve too. You have a sadness because this person, maybe you grew up with this person for 40 years and now it's over, it's done because that person changed and you had to leave this person go. So, but this is really, all the cards, that's always fascinating. So to me, how the angels and the universe is working, because you saw it's all different card decks and they all come with, it belongs to the other cards. It's so interesting. It's wonderful. That's why I love to work with the angels, with the energies, as also with the cards, because they work all together, as you can tell. But like I said, if you have a loss this week, then my condolences, because that is really a sad thing. But grief, let it out of your system. And as a minister, like I said, I'm available for you guys too. Okay. And then we have the last two cards for this week. So that is from the Wisdom House of Night. And that was the first card which dropped with the other one. And it's saying groove. It's groovy time. Right. Yeah. No. That means actually, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to go a little bit closer, but it's very swimmy here. That is a cat which is sitting on a couch, and it's really relaxing. And for me, groove is actually more or less going with the flow somewhat. Not flipping out, because the energies are good. I'm surrounded with good energy, because the trees, they have always good energy. So it's a very positive card actually, where they're saying, hey, don't jump continuously to a conclusion, let it go, groove, swim with it like Dory, keep on swimming. that is actually what this card, the meaning is. So I have always my own translations because my angels here, they're like, yep, that's what it is. So use that or use that. But it's also the feeling and the energy from the card here, which is clearly saying it's grooving, you know, swim with it, go with the flow, and you will be fine for this week. So it will be all okay. And that's nice to see. And the last card here is loyalty. Now look at this. So loyalty stands also, you know, when we are loyal to our families, loyal to our friends. But then comes this torture part. So that is here the meaning too, because actually this female has wounds. And it's like, you know, because I have the wound, I was loyal to my company, loyal to my best friend, and everything didn't work out. So now after so and so long, I'm standing here alone and I have to grieve. I'm hurt. I have maybe a loss of my living friend because I had to let my living friend go because I feel tortured. I feel, you know, I gave so much loyalty and now I'm getting punched in my face. So like I said, it fits perfectly together. Also, when you are loyal to a company, you know, and they let you go because they maybe have to close, as we see this here right now with the big companies like Kmart or Sears, or, you know, there is a lot going on in the business world, in the economy. And also, I think many stores which have loyal companies, what I say, customers, sorry, I lost my track here, customers, you know, they are maybe still around. Even the company is closing the store, but they have maybe still their online business going. They are not giving that up, but, you know, there's always things and changes. And I said that last year in the major reading for 2018. This year, it's about endings, you know, closing everything up, starting fresh, and it's about the changes. And this is actually the whole reflection here in the cards. It's about the changes, moving on, but also find the harmony, the balance in yourself, if we took this all together. So I think that was really a cool reading for next week. Even there is losses, but what I hear also right now is, and they reminding me of that, you know, when you have a loss, that could be also due to things where we may see in the news or so, because due to a tornado, hurricane, people dying, or, you know, something like that, where there's also, we feel, you know, sad about it, and oh my God, these poor people, what are they going through? So that has something to do with it, absolutely. And okay, and what they're trying to tell me right now is to be honest to yourself. Don't forget that. Be loyal to yourself. And, you know, we need this right now due to the fact what's going on in the whole world. And everybody is so affected by it. But if we try to look into ourselves, not finger pointing at others, not being judgmental, instead of saying, you know what, I feel your pain because I think maybe in the same way. And so we have really to try to be honest, be open-minded, go in with the flow, being loyal to ourselves, not only to others, as also to ourselves, and really helping others which have a struggle. And I think that is really, really necessary these days, because it's so sad what's going on in general, you know, where you see, you know, due to weather-related things or people dying, and it's from a best friend, the mom or the dad or whatever it is. What I can only wish you is that you have the strength to go through it and to be open-minded and think about it. Where they're going through a transition, and they're going only into a different plane, and that's all what it is. So even it's painful, it's sad, oh my God, I can only say I went through all that too, and I'm still doing that, because even my friend is still alive, but she knows that she has to go. There's no treatments anymore. So I know how that is. And it's, grieving, it's being mad. You have the whole program. And then we start blaming the universe, or we're saying, why, God, do you do that? I did all that too, but in the end, instead of saying, oh my God, this person is now free, has no pain anymore, it's there where she or he belongs. And then I come to terms with it. And me as a psychic, of course, I see them afterwards, when they're ready for it, but it's still not a physical person, if you know what I mean. I see them, but my mom is always around me, and I have others which I love, my grandparents and so on. Yeah, I see them, but I cannot hug them. So it's the same thing what we all going through. The only difference is I can see and hear them, but physically, no, of course I cannot touch them either. I wish I could, and I'm sure there's many of you out there which would like to do that with their parents, and if they lost them, or a brother, sister, whoever it was. But anywho, I'm going on here. I want to wish you guys a very blessed week. Enjoy yourself, have fun, and don't put yourself down under. Don't let anybody belittle you. You're a strong person. You can do it. And I see you absolutely next Sunday. Enjoy the week. Enjoy the nice weather. And with that said, namaste. Be blessed. And I see you next week. Bye.